Hi everyone, welcome back, and today we'll be taking on Dry Lagoon and the treasure hunting gameplay. But before I explain all that, we have to save the turtle! Alright, quick controls. B is kick. Press A to jump, and then press A again to glide, and when you hit something, you climb up walls. And now that we've saved the turtle, we've saved the world. Well, not quite. Alright, the goal of the treasure hunting gameplay is pretty much to find 3 pieces of the Master Emerald or whatever item you're seeking for that particular level. It sometimes changes. But yeah, when you get close to it, the radar will start to go bing, 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 bing. And the closer you are to red in terms of colour, the nearer you are to the emerald. And as you just saw there, the main gimmick of this world, Dry Lagoon, is that there are in fact 2 separate maps which are connected by the turtle, who can apparently just swim through them. And if we fly towards here, then... oh yeah, there we go, just as I was about to give up. Yeah, at this stage I was still trying to get everything rank A. And actually it's pretty easy to get rank A on the treasure hunting levels once you know how, although it does take a bit of practice. I will admit the first time I played through these levels it took something like 20 minutes, half an hour to do it because the stages just frustrated me. But yeah, the 2 ways... oh, did I just see it? Ah, yes, there we go. Yeah, see, the Master Emerald pieces are designated in order, like 1, 2, 3, etc. Normally you have to find them in order, so if you can find them out of the sequence, it very rarely happens, but if you can, that's extra bonus points, because it saves you a heck of a lot of the time. Because, yeah, like I was saying, the main way you have to get rank A is to basically just run. Set yourself a time limit, like, find all the emeralds in, say, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, and that will pretty much help you getting rank A, because not only will you get bonus points for collecting the emeralds, but you'll also get a time bonus right at the very end. Also, if you don't use the hid screens, yeah, that thing that's on screen now, if you don't use the hid screens, you'll also get additional bonus points, or rather, if you use the hid screen, bonus points will be deducted. Which is often why a lot of people fail these the first time round, so basically because rank A, yes, but yeah, that's also why people fail these a lot, because they get all the hid screens in the hopes of finding it, and that takes away all their points, so they get bugger all when they find it. So yeah, that's the treasure hunting gameplay. The key to rank A is memorization and running very fast. In a Sonic game? Who would have thought? Anyway, we're now going on to the next Eggman level, Sand Ocean, and to be honest, my least favourite level of his, because, well, look at it. It's just a temple in the middle of the desert. It's so bland to look at. And this is also about where I gave up on the idea of doing an all rank A playthrough, because I suddenly realised something. For some of the stages, in order to get rank A, you need the upgrade to get in later levels. In this case, I need an upgrade that basically allows me to hover and basically skip most of these platforms. Because as it stands now, I have to use precise platforming, and since it also involves waiting for the platforms to be in the right position, yeah, you get the idea. It uses up the time, which could have given you a time bonus. It also doesn't help that I will freely admit that I screw up at several places because, well, I'm kind of out of practice. It's been a while since I've played this game. And for the record, I hate those robots. They will, not only can they shoot you, but they will also try and ram you at certain occasions. It just gets annoying, but... oh yeah, another gimmick that you'll see a lot in the shooting levels, there will be a lot of columns, doors, several structures that will have dynamite packs attached to them. And, yeah, they can taste the environment if you blow them up, and oh, damn it! Yeah, that guy ran me, and now I don't get the bonus points because he cut me off, which is, I think, kind of cheap. I mean, it could have at least given me the combo. I still blew other people, so what if I got hit in the middle of it? Oh, well. Well, I might as well talk about something else now, since, yeah, there's not much to this level apart from platforming, which works about as well as you think it does when you've got a giant robot under your control. Oh, and quicksand. Let's not forget quicksand. Something dull, aesthetic. So yeah, something else. I should probably... Yeah, I promise I might as well talk about it. I honestly don't care about the name. I know for some people it's a point of contention because, you know, it destroyed your childhood or whatever. But I honestly don't mind about it. Both names work and, well, I don't really see that as a reason to hold it against the games. I mean, if you want to... If you dislike a game, dislike it for the fact that it has a terrible story or the controls are really, really bad. Oh god, golden robot! Hey. Yeah, those golden robots, they're very hard to find in level, but if you can hit them, you get 1,000 points for just killing them. And unfortunately, they only stay on screen for a second, and what? Bow selector? But yeah, I honestly don't care about the name change. I will agree with people, though, that it's odd. And I will also point out one thing. From what I've heard, it's not his original name. I mean, there'll be many instances. Actually, you see one in this game where both Robotnik... where you see both the names Robotnik and Eggman on the screen. So, the Japanese still call him Robotnik. The reason why he was suddenly named to Eggman is because apparently, I forget whether it's in a Japanese adaptation or just among the Japanese fan community, but he had somewhere amongst the Japanese fan base, he'd gained the nickname of Eggman, and it was such a popular nickname that I think it was the Sega decided to make it official, and yeah, that's how it stuck. I mean, I don't quite get why they made it to the Western continuity, but I'm sure many Japanese fans are wondering why the hell Sonic Hedgehog likes chili dogs so much. It's because Sega has this thing where they want to try and have a continuity with their media, as they put it. That's also the reason why the 4Kids voice actors suddenly turned up. It's basically, it was because they were playing the roles in Sonic X, and since 4Kids had the license to dub that anime, and Sega wanted to create a continuity by having the same voice cast, so that's what happened. Of course, some could point out that in Japan, the voice cast of the game is carried over, but, well, it works differently over here, I guess. And speaking of voice actors, I probably mentioned Eggman here is voiced by Dean Bristow. And like I said, unfortunately he's passed away, so I don't think we'll ever hear him in another role again, which is kind of sad. As for how he acts, I can't remember who it was, but someone once said that Dean Bristow sounds better, but Pollock's the better actor, and whilst I can agree with that, I think when people make a lot of these comparisons between voice actors, like who's better at this, who's better at that, etc., they seem to glance over one very important fact, that the characters have taken completely different directions. Like, okay, in Eggman's case, the character Pollux handed, the one he had in Sonic X, was this unbelievably cartoonish villain. He was like, I don't know if you've ever seen Sonic X, I wouldn't recommend it, I honestly really disliked it, but Eggman was this really bizarre character who had this odd laugh of going, oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, basically like this manic, over-the-top laughter. And so he was more of a comedic villain, and in this, Eggman's this ultra-serious guy. I mean, apart from his name and his face symbol, there is nothing comedic about him. He's like, I am a 100% mad scientist, and I am going to kill everyone, including your babies. That kind of thing. Yeah, he's this unbelievably serious villain, and no one So you can't really compare the two, because Dean Bristow's not trying to be comedic, whereas Mike Pollock Mike Pollock has shown that he can be badass. I mean, just look at Sonic Colors if you don't believe me. But Dean Bristow, he's just performing a completely straight role. He's not trying to be comedic. That's how... It's not so much an acting thing, more of a direction. And, well, I'll stop talking about voice actors now because we have plot to cover. And also we can make fun of this newsreader who is...
There has been a break-in at the Federal Reserve Bank today.
an unbelievably stereotypical British person for some reason. And again, bad translation, the fact that Eggman knows that it's a Chaos Emerald before the newsreaders ever said it. And of course, they instantly assume Sonic's the bad guy. Even Eggman realizes it's not him. And I will be honest though, I do like this next scene because... wait for it. Yeah, I really love the flashback that's set up here. It's just... okay, thematically, it gets the point across brilliantly. The music's hectic, the cutting's really fast-paced, and... sorry. You get the point that it's a very emotional scene and one that has a traumatizing effect on the character, and it's just... It's also perfect for platforming because it doesn't take forever to explain. It's just... bam! This sweet innocent girl died and it traumatized his shadow. That's pretty much all it needs to say.
Sayonara, Shadow, the hedgehog.
I still remember what I promised you.
And so I'll join you in the next part where Shadow...
I promise you. Revenge!
Gets revenge on behalf of the apparently demonic girl. See you then!